Kevin Costner has spent decades making some of Hollywood's biggest films. But as it turns out, his funniest moments happened when the cameras weren't rolling. From bizarre celebrity encounters to stories that sound completely made up, these are Kevin Costner's funniest moments. Most people would assume that if Stephen Hawking ever showed up at your house, he would want to discuss science, philosophy, or the mysteries of the universe. Kevin Costner discovered that wasn't exactly the case.
I actually had my three, my oldest was 12, and I said, I want you to meet this man. I didn't really know a lot about him, honestly. I'm a public school guy, so Stephen Hawking, let's go. So I wasn't sure. So he came, and I was obviously taken back at, where he was in that wheelchair, he wasn't able to move. I got him a drink, and most of it ended up on the floor, and I saw my children just a little bit shocked, and I said to them, look, if you want to go finish your homework, you can do that. And of course, they peeled off because I thought this isn't going to work for them. But yeah, he came over,
Wow. What, did he ever explain why specifically he wanted?
I was waiting for it, and finally he said, I'd like to know about Whitney Houston. And I said, well, okay, you're just like me. Let's get to it. And I said, you're not the only one, Steve. A lot of people want to know about Whitney. I said, what do you want to know? And that was it.
It's hard to imagine a stranger conversation. One of the greatest scientific minds in history finally gets a chance to ask Kevin Costner anything he wants. And his first question is about Whitney Houston. As unusual as that story is, it still doesn't beat what happened while Kevin was filming a movie with his stunt double. Because somehow, the two of them ended up on a side mission that probably shouldn't have happened before work. Most actors worry about remembering their lines or preparing for a fight scene. Kevin Costner was apparently trying to figure out whether magical mushrooms and sword fighting were a safe combination.
We're out in the country, and he goes, you want to go hunt for some mushrooms? And I said, what kind of mushrooms? And the guy goes, the good kind. I said, okay, let's go. We're kind of looking out there, and he finds one, and then he finds another one, and I can't find one. And after you find a few of these things, I said, hey man, how does this work? And he says, well, you have a mushroom, and then they tell you where to find the others. And I said, all right, I get the logic, but we're doing a sword fight right after this. I said, and he went, that's a good point too. So I didn't hurt anybody.
Of course, even after surviving Hollywood for decades, Kevin still couldn't escape his toughest critic. And that critic happened to be 6 years old.
I was watching Black or White. There's this moment where I'm coming out of a pool, and I was studying her because I didn't want her really in the room, but she came in, and then I look over at her, and she goes, Dad, you got a fat belly. And I looked at her, you got a big belly. And I thought, well, I tried to explain to her character development.
You can win awards, star in blockbuster movies, and become one of the most recognizable actors in the world. None of that matters when your daughter decides to deliver an honest movie review. But if you think family members are brutal, wait until you hear what happened when Kevin found himself standing next to another Hollywood legend.
I was with him, and some girl was trying to get my attention, like looking over, and finally I'm kind of done with him, and I think, well, I'll stroll over and see what she really wants. So I did. I walked, and she was behind the ribbon, and I got really close to her, and I said, yeah, and she goes, could you get me Sean's autograph? And I went like, I felt like I had a cigarette hanging out of my mouth like this. I said, yeah, of course I did do that.
Nothing humbles a movie star faster than realizing someone only walked over because they wanted an autograph from the guy standing beside you.
Like, I'm not really aware of the danger at all of anything. It's like, when I cast Whitney, did you know she was African American? Yes, I saw that. This could only end where, you never had to say anything. You were so beautiful.
I mean, maybe it's because I'm older now, but I used to look at that age as being really old.
Yeah, ancient.
And now that I'm that age, I'm 47, and I think I don't.
We're just living a lie, Ellen. We're just living a lie.
We're in complete denial.
We're just really old.
Yeah.
Want to race you.
Then again, there aren't many people who can casually tell a story about spending the day with the President of the United States.
I had this pretty amazing day, and now I'm about to go home. And he goes, you want to go to the White House? And I said, yeah. We get on the helicopter, we go across the Potomac, the Marines salute, we get off on the White House lawn. We go across it, he pretends to not hear what they're saying. So I'm thinking, okay, now the day's over. And he says, you want to play some horseshoes? I said, my pat answer, okay. And so we play 2 out of 3, and now he's going to have dinner, because Andre was his guest. I'm thinking, my day's over, and he goes, you want to swim in the pool? and I said, by myself? And he goes, yeah, we got all the stuff, all those T-shirts that come from the universities. I just hit. So I'm like, I'm swimming in the pool. So I get out of the pool, I'm going away, and he says, do you want to have dinner? And I said, yeah, fine, I'll have dinner. So now the next morning, I'm thinking about my day, and I'm in the trailer, and Oliver comes in, he's like really grumpy. This, and I go, what's the matter, Oliver? And he goes, you know, I went over to the White House, and they gave me the B tour, not even the A tour. The B tour. He's always upset about something. He gave me the B tour. He says, I didn't even get to see the pool because there was somebody in it.
A helicopter ride, a White House visit, swimming in the presidential pool, and dinner with the president. Somehow the funniest part of the story wasn't Kevin's experience. It was Oliver Stone being furious because somebody else got the better tour. While Hollywood stories are entertaining, some of Kevin's funniest moments happen much closer to home.
Tell me who this guy
Oh,
is?
geez. Yeah, I got a buddy. Name's Bob.
You named the dog Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob's a good name for a dog.
Yeah, when I'm angry with him, it's Bob.
Oh, yeah.
It's Bobby when he's okay.
Here's Bobby taking a nap in the dishwasher.
Yeah, he kind of waits for me to do the dishes. It's a pretty good dog, right?
Yeah.
I do all the work. He does everything else. And I was doing the dishes, and like anything, I thought, where is he?
Yeah.
He's too quiet. He's chewing on something. And I went to go, and I ran right into that thing. I saw that he was sleeping.
That might be the cutest
and I
thing.
did like everything that Americans do these days, even if somebody passes out. I took his picture.
Meet Bob, a dog so relaxed that he turned a dishwasher into a bedroom. Kevin's description of the situation sounds exactly like every pet owner who's ever wondered why things suddenly became way too quiet. Speaking of surprises, most people think successful actors earn huge checks every time their movies air somewhere in the world. Kevin revealed the reality is a little different.
We're going to talk about Europe a little bit. No Way Out, 71 cents. Perfect World, I got $1.35.
Whoa!
Revenge, $1.22. $6.46 for Robin Hood, 54 cents for Silverado, 43 cents for Testament. Tin Cup, I got 78 cents. Untouchables, 67 cents. The War, 34. Waterworld, 87. That's paying for itself. And Wyatt Earp, I got 67 cents, and my accountant had the nerve to say this check was deposited into your management account, $15.38. You know what? Little by little, this stuff adds up.
After starring in some of the biggest films ever made, hearing royalty payments measured in cents instead of dollars might be the funniest Hollywood reality check imaginable. But we're saving the most chaotic story for last, because filming with a wolf sounds amazing, until the wolf decides it no longer wants to follow the script.
So he went down to this guy who's raised this wolf and whatever, and he's down in the pen. I got the cameras up, and so now the scene starts, and the wolf's supposed to chase him, and the wolf is really like after him, and I'm thinking, this is great. You know, I'm watching this through the camera, I go, this is what I paid for, this is what I wanted. And about 10 seconds later, he ran out of the pen, and I said, I went down, what happened? Why did you stop? He says, the wolf bit me. And I'm thinking, this is the trainer. So I had to go in there with this wolf, you know, and so that's why the wolf gave me trouble. I love the wolf dearly. It helped everything in my life, but he wasn't as warm and fuzzy and cuddly as you might think.
The trainer gets bitten, Kevin ends up dealing with the wolf himself, and somehow everyone still survives the shoot. And before we go, here's a rapid-fire reminder that Kevin Costner can find comedy in absolutely anything.
You're very sexy in person, by the way.
I'm glad one of us said it. You're going to make Kevin Costner blush.
But I know you have like 7 kids and you're, you know what I mean? I'm just saying.
I have all the stuff, so
Yeah, you have a lot of things
safe
going
to say
on.
I know what I'm doing.
Whether he's being roasted by his daughter, humbled by Sean Connery, or giving Stephen Hawking relationship advice, Kevin Costner always seems to find himself in situations that nobody could possibly script.